Working it around here for the Fever. Good ball movement on this possession. Logo shot. Logo make for Clark.
Part of the challenge that Dallas has had all year. Clark catch and shoot and knocks down her second three.
Chanta defense by the Sparks fans. 6 on the shot clock. Clark, a deep three.
The list of things Caitlin Clark cannot accomplish seems empty. She's been rewriting WNBA record books as if they belong to her personal journal. Clark set her career best scoring record of 35 points in the September 15th game versus the Dallas Wings while delivering an extraordinary clutch shooting display that sent Fever fans into a complete frenzy. So, let's get started. Number 8, behind the back layup.
I mean, with so many weapons inside her deep bag, teams have no clue how to stop her.
During the high-stakes match against Michigan State, Caitlin Clark performed a maneuver that stunned spectators watching the game. Clark moved the ball forward while monitoring the defensive players through her focused gaze as the game result remained undecided. A defensive player leapt toward the three-point arc to break her momentum during her approach. Clark made an instant decision to perform a perfect behind-the-back dribble, which switched the ball to her opposite hand.
Then uses that slight hesitation to punish them inside.
But hold on. Before we go into the details of this epic moment, make sure to subscribe and hit the notification bell because you don't want to miss out on what's coming up next. Her behind-the-back dribble both escaped a defender and established perfect room for her succeeding action. She released a perfect three-pointer with textbook form without any delay. The ball launched itself into the air while the audience watched in complete hush before it made a clean shot through the net. The audience exploded with excitement because Clark demonstrated her remarkable talent and composure during crucial moments once more. Number 7, crossover three-pointer.
Since the Marina Mabry trade, and she has stepped up her game in that opportunity. Caitlin Clark for three, rattles it around for her first deep shot.
Such a play creates powerful vibrations throughout the stadium. During their intense matchup against the Chicago Sky, the Fever players faced stiff defense from both teams. At that moment, Caitlin Clark made a spontaneous decision to seize control.
Well, she's definitely taken that golden advice, recently being the first WNBA player that has recorded consecutive 20-plus point rebound games.
The defender guarding Clark, positioned at the arc, had no idea of the impending action because Clark possessed a tight defender who underestimated her play. She performed a quick jab step forward with the ball before her fingertips while the defender lost some of their balance. A quick crossover from right to left flew through her feet while she effortlessly stunned her opponent, who stumbled to the side while trying to regain position, but it was too late.
Caitlin when she gives the ball up. Well, the Fever on a 15-2 extended run from the end of the first quarter. Clark again, heating up.
The crossover movement created a brief opening that allowed Clark to plant her left foot, followed by a step back before she rose to shoot. Every spectator in the crowd paused their breathing. A perfect release, followed by an effortless motion, resembled the kind of shots she executes easily while resting. The ball soared through the air with perfect rotation as it ignored the gravity pulling down at that moment. The crowd burst into cheers as Clark's opposing teammates showed their disappointment through slumping bodies. She rotated with a peaceful expression since she'd already seen the result before launching the ball into the air. The impressive buzzer beater served as the final highlight of her historic 31-point game, which solidified her position as a top player in the sport. Number 6, double behind-the-back dribble. The behind-the-back wizardry is another level of Clark's arsenal. The matchup between the Indiana Fever and Atlanta Dream became thrilling as Caitlin Clark showcased a spectacular play that stunned the audience. The Indiana Fever maintained their lead during the early part of the third quarter when Clark encountered close defense near the top of the key. Her outstanding ball control capabilities allowed her to perform 2 behind-the-back dribbles that enabled her to change directions past multiple opponents. The move enabled Clark to establish enough space for her successful mid-range jump shot. When Clark performed her offensive move, the spectators broke out in a loud applause to see her display yet another impressive set of skills. The standout performance of the night occurred after Clark recovered from an ankle injury to guard her team to an 84-79 win by scoring 19 points along with her 7 rebounds and 7 assists in the game. Through her ability to bounce back and play with skill, she established herself as a top dynamic player in the league. Number 5, spin move layup.
No, it is extremely difficult. Just one, not only physically, but also mentally staying in it.
During the Indiana Fever's match against Phoenix Mercury, Caitlin Clark displayed impressive dribbling skills by performing a move that mesmerized spectators and opponents. During the third quarter's middle phase, the Indiana Fever held a deficit against Phoenix when Clark received the ball at the key position as Copper, the defender, tried to stop her.
Clark gets that big and one coming off that huge three a few moments ago. But Pat, I'm telling you right now, it's extremely difficult to stay mentally into it. What a great finish after he kisses it off the glass.
As time expired on the shot clock, Clark performed a rapid spin maneuver to get past Copper before finishing with a basket layup. Through this play, Clark showcased her quickness while controlling the ball and her ability to excel during critical moments.
And really tapping right back into things with a whole different team's time.
A thunderous reaction rose from the crowd when the ball touched the glass before dropping into the net to become another professional milestone for Clark. Number 4, step back 3 from the logo. In a thrilling display of her signature range, Caitlin Clark electrified fans with a deep, step-back three-pointer that's become a hallmark of her playing style. Clark took an important shot from beyond the three-point line while defenders applied tight pressure on her. She performed a quick step-back dribble to make the necessary opening between herself and the defense before the deadline. She took the shot from the half-court logo without delay as she released an airborne arc, which landed perfectly in the net. The spectators created a powerful reaction after Clark displayed her bold shooting combined with outstanding talent. Through this remarkable play, Clark demonstrated both her confidence and precision to become a well-established dynamic scoring threat in the game. Number 3, behind-the-back pass to assist.
She's only shooting 67% from 3.
Clark on a step back, buries a 3.
In a thrilling display of court vision and flair, Caitlin Clark delivered a highlight-worthy behind-the-back assist that left fans and defenders in awe. During a fast break, Clark advanced the ball up the court with defenders closing in.
Her international duties with Germany also suffered an injury. This is just her 14th game and part of the challenge that Dallas has had all year. Clark catch and shoot and knocks down her second 3.
Recognizing an opportunity, she executed a swift behind-the-back pass, threading the ball perfectly to her teammate, who finished the play with a layup. This maneuver not only showcased Clark's exceptional ball handling and awareness, but also her ability to make high-pressure decisions look effortless. The crowd erupted in appreciation of the play's creativity and precision. Number 2, ankle-breaking crossover. During a game between the Indiana Fever and Phoenix Mercury, Caitlin Clark displayed remarkable ball control through her crossover move, which caught everyone watching by surprise. Clark encountered Mercury guard Suggs Sutton during the middle of the third quarter. Clark performed a fast crossover dribble that knocked Sutton out of balance, thus making her fall. Clark took advantage of the situation by going toward the hoop, but failed to make the following shot. Through this play, Clark demonstrated her athletic ability and offensive talents while generating viral attention for her exceptional dribbling capacity. Number 1, behind-the-back dribble on fast break.
Clark.
During the middle of the second quarter, the Indiana Fever attempted to generate more energy on the court. The seasoned veteran Clark continued showing solid gameplay as she dribbled toward the court. Rachel Banham from the Chicago Sky positioned herself to guard Clark when she reached the boundary between the half court. The disciplined Bonham made sure to deny Clark any open scoring opportunities. The defensive stance maintained her low position and her spread arms while facing her opponent. Clark delivered a masterclass of deceptive footwork and ball control before the next move. Clark moved forward with a controlled dribble to make Bonham believe she was going for a right-handed drive. Bonham's physical signs showed she was heading for a lane attack, which caused Bonham to fall for the trap. Clark produced an immediate left-hand crossover that sent the ball across her body at breakneck speed. The reaction? Brutal. Bonham's recovery efforts became hopeless when she got tangled in her feet because the abrupt change in momentum proved too challenging. She fumbled backward with wild movements until she fell to the ground.
God damn, Caitlin did her dirty right there, forcing her to clean the floor even though she isn't a janitor.
The Fever team exploded in cheers as Gainbridge Fieldhouse fans lost their minds. The arena heard a unified gasp when Clark performed a crossover move that knocked another defender into an unforgettable highlight. Without any sign of panic, Clark took a smooth mid-range jumper from the area just beyond the paint. Her shot followed the textbook form, which she used to nail every time. She released it with the perfect arc while showing complete confidence. And just like that, Caitlin Clark added another instant classic to her highlight reel. But here's the real question. What was her most clutch performance yet for you? Drop your thoughts in the comments. And if you love this breakdown, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe because there's plenty more Caitlin magic coming your way.